Hey everyone, Combo here, back with another Empires and Puzzles video, and today we are in day 3 of the 4-star buff booster raid tournament with no reds. I'm going to feature my 5 raid flags with commentary. I am still feeling a little under the weather, so I apologize about the frog voice that I've got today and that I had yesterday. We are 10-0 so far through the first couple days. The defense has been trash, and as you can see, we've got an E rating with literally all losses. I should have just put greens at the tank position and at the flanks probably. I think I was drunk when I set my defense, and no reds. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, today's featured hero is going to be Melindor, aka Gandalf. I'm sure you all know what Melindor does, but he's got 1084 attack, 1049 shield, 1779 health for me. I do not put master class emblems on him. I really don't put master class emblems on epic or rare heroes unless if I get them from that instant portal with them already on it, and I think I may have added masterclass emblems to like 2 other heroes. But he's average mana speed, recovers 45% health for all allies got plus 34% defense for 3 turns. This status effect is undispellable and lasts 2 turns longer on nature characters, dispels buffs from all enemies. I do like the Toon version better than the glass, which does heal for 46%, and all nature allies reflect status ailments and negative stacks for 2 turns, dispels buffs from all enemies. I didn't even put limit break materials on the glass costume because I'd rather the defense up for longer, especially in a buff booster tournament. So we are going to go with that version. Today's first battle is going to be up against a glass Caedmon tank team. They've also got glass Cyprian, Kirill, Boral, and glass Hutao. So I am going to want to bring some glass costumes that I've got for other heroes. We've got glass Caedmon I can bring in. Let's bring in him. And I think I'm going to bring in glass Grim, even though I'm going up against a green tank. Yeah, let's do that. And then how many glass costumes do they have for attackers? They've got all of their attackers are glass costumes, so I do not need to bring in any counterattack heroes myself. Let's bring in Myrtle for another green, I think. And who else do I want? Or do I want to bring in glass Lizu and another healer? Yeah, let's bring in glass Lizu. And then let's bring in Goldie for another healer. Let's go with this for the first battle. I'm going to start off with the reds and yellows on the right. We didn't get the best of boards here, so I'm going to try to tile dump as much as possible. Let's match these purples with the other purples now. I'm going to match the 3 greens vertically. I'm not going to match the 4 greens because the 3 greens will give me a cascade of yellows. Or do I want to match the 4 greens? You know what? I think I do want to match the 4 greens because Melindor is going to get his special in 10 tiles. So that's going to help me get his special quicker, and I'm going to need to heal soon probably. Now, let's match these 3 reds so that I can match some more greens next turn. And I can do this one of a couple ways. You know what? First, let's match these 3 blues up the middle. See if I can get a yellow or a green somewhere there in the middle. We did get a yellow and a green. Nice. Okay. Now, I think I want to match the 3 greens horizontally. Yeah. Don't kill anybody, please. Need everybody to stay alive. Alright, so I've got yellows and greens I can match. I think I'm going to match the yellows first. Yeah. Because if I match the greens, it's going to separate those yellows. And I need both healers. Just stay alive, please. Thank you. Let's use Lizu. And let's match these 3 greens so that I can get Melindor. And Caedmon, cool. Everybody stay alive, please. Thank you. Let's use Cademon on Cademon, I think. Yeah, we should be able to kill him between that and then the 4 greens in the middle. Maybe not, actually. Yeah, that was close, but not quite. Let's hit the green dragon, I think. That might kill him. What he's got left? 127. There's the 1 blue tile, which is weak, and I'm only got 1 blue, but let's see what happens. Perfect. He's dead. Now, we are going to need to heal again. Definitely need to stay away from Hu Tao, the only attacker that they've got. I would like to tile dump, but I don't really see any great options. Let's match the reds up against Boral. Okay, got some yellows. Nice cascade with those yellows. Let's match these reds and blues here in the middle. I'm going to hold on to Grim. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use him now because Kiril's about to go off. And I'm going to match these blues over here. I mean, yeah, the yellows first and then the blues. Or do I want to match the blues and then the yellows? I don't know if it really matters too much. Let's match the yellows and then the blues, because then that will set up some greens afterwards. Got a couple options for greens, actually. But let's match the yellows first so that I can heal with Goldie. Nice cascade with the greens. Don't set off Hu Tao. Oh, no. Melindor's probably going to be dead. Stay alive, Melindor. Damn it. That was close, actually. All right, let's use Goldie first. And then I'm going to use Lizu and Cademon. Hu Tao's going to revive. Let's match these 4 greens over here. It's going to give me Cademon back. Nice cascade with the yellows. Did not need the green cascade, but that's okay. Let's see if we can kill Hu Tao with these 4 blues. Don't revive again. Damn it. Of course he's going to go off again. Please do not revive again. Thank you. Alright, let's use Cademon. I'm going to hold on to Kiril until he doesn't have the blind anymore, or rather, Grim. Let's use Goldie to heal. Actually, I'm going to use him now because I've got tiles I can use. I'm going to hit that blue dragon. Nice cascading. Cyprian's dead. Kiril's going to be dead in a moment. Awesome. All right, a little bit of a longer battle than I would have liked, but we are 1 for 1 to start off day 3. Next up, we are going to go up against a Melindor tank with 2 Glass Cademons, Toon Kiril, and Greg. I am going to take out my glass costumes, since I don't need those. And let's bring in... I'm just going to switch this to the Toon version of Cademon. And actually, I got to switch the troop over here. Should have had the defensive troop on Melindor. He actually may have stayed alive last battle if I didn't mess that up, but it is what it is. And then let's bring in Cyprian and Tiberius, I think. And go with this. Yeah. Let's go with this. Purple diamond to start. Nice. And actually, I'm going to match the 3 yellows first. That way we can do a little bit more tile dumping for that. Or do I want to match the 3 purples, actually, all the way on the right first before I get started? Because that's going to set off More cascading with the reds and the greens, and then I can do the yellows next turn, yeah. Cool. Now let's do these yellows. Nice cascading of reds that I didn't need. We did get some more greens, though. Now, let's match these 3 purples so that I can get my purple specials. I'm going to use Tiberius on the right side over here. We're going to use Cyprian first, of course, so that I can get the buff so that Tiberius' special is a little bit higher. And now, let's match these 3 blues with that cascade of greens, which will give me Caedmon, and I think maybe Melindor, no, 1 tile short. Let's use Caedmon on Melindor, actually. That way we don't have to deal with his healing. Just kidding. He's got 82 health left. Let's hit the purple diamond. That will kill him between those 3 purple tiles. Perfect. Now, I need to heal. Let's match the 3 greens up against Greg. Nice. He's dead. Let's heal with Melindor. I'm going to tile dump with this red diamond since Caedmon's about to go off anyway. Nice cascading with the purples and blues and yellows. Nice. I wish I had some blues. Hero's dead. That was quite the cascade. 12 combos. Nice. Alright, let's use Goldie first, and then Cyprian. Let's use Tiberius over here on the right. And Caedmon. Almost dead. Let's match these 3 yellows. Nice cascade with the greens. Caedmon's dead, and let's see if we can kill off the other Caedmon, or close to it, maybe. Not quite. Let's just ghost tiles over here. That way he doesn't get any of those Thorn minions again. This should do it. All right, we are 2 for 2 now. Next up, we are gonna have another Melindor tank team. This is like, is this the same exact team that I just went up against? Let me go back to my history, and we just faced Hotshot, right? And now we are gonna face Hotshot again. That's pretty crazy. Same exact team 2 times in a row. All right, Small Giant. I guess this is what we're going to do. Going to bring the same exact team. All right. I am going to start off with the 3 yellows on the left. That's going to set off a cascade of purples. Nice cascade with the greens also. Now, let's match the 3 yellows all the way on the left before those get separated. Let's match the 3 greens here in the middle. Not really getting any good cascading options, unfortunately. Melindor is going to go off in the next turn or 2. Let's match the 3 blues here in the middle. Lots of yellows. Okay. Let's start off with the 3 purples, setting off that cascade of yellows and a 4 match of yellows next turn. Or do I want to match the purples and yellows? Yeah, let's do that. Right, we've got Goldie now. Let's use her to heal, give me the attack growth. And now, let's match these reds right up the middle. Let's match the reds on the left for that cascade of greens. Let's use Caedmon on Greg, see if we can kill him before he goes off and gets that Mega Minion. So close, man. Let's match these yellows and greens here up against Melindor. Let's use Melindor to heal. And then I think I'm going to match the 3 yellows. I've only got 1 yellow hero, but I think I can hit Greg with 35 damage. Plus, although Goldie has attack down, she does have 2 buffs and the attack growth. So let's see if this is enough to kill him. Yes, it was. 69. Looks like we had a critical hit, actually. Alright, let's match these 3 purples here. That way I can get my purple specials. Let's use Cyprian and then Tiberius on Melindor, the main part. The main reason I'm using the main part of Tiberius on Melindor, not hitting the 3, is because Melindor is the most likely to die because of his health being lower. He had a couple critical hits, it looks like. And Tiberius has the attack down, so the damage was not nearly as high. I should have waited 1 turn. Oh well. I'm going to match these 3 greens. Or do I want to match this blue diamond? Yeah, let's do that first. Do I want to tile dump with the blue diamond? No, I don't. We might be able to kill Melindor over the next couple turns. Let's match these 3 greens first. Now, if I hit that blue diamond, no, it's not going to be enough to get any cascade of greens, but we should be able to kill Melindor just with the 3 green tiles. Let's match the 3 greens directly up the middle vertically. Yep, perfect. All right, we've got Cademon. Let's use him on Kirill since he does extra damage to blue. Kirill's dead. Awesome. Don't hit Goldie. Thank you. Let's use Goldie and Melindor. And how many more turns do I have the attack down? It's only on Goldie and Melindor. Let's use Cademon. I don't know if it matters, actually. On this left over here. Let's hit the blue diamond, do some tile dumping. Nice cascading. Cademon is dead. Let's see if we can kill the other one. Not quite, but the green tiles will definitely do the trick. All right, so we are 3 for 3 or 4 for 4. I don't know. Yeah, 3 for 3. We've got 2 battles left. We're going to be going up against a Cyprian tank team. It looks like they got them from the instant portal because that's the regular version. And looks like they have a little bit of a costume bonus. And they've also got Glass Kirill, Glass Cademon, Kashrek, and then also Lizu. Yeah. I'm going to bring in some glass costumes again. And I might keep in Cyprian. I really do like him for the extra buff that he gives. And then also the Superior Masterclass talent for the Paladin is very useful. All right, let's go into battle with this, I think. Yeah. I'm going to start off with trying to maximize the amount of greens that I've got here. Let's start off with the 3 purples all the way on the top left. Now I'm going to match the 3 purples up against Cyprian. All right. Let's match the 3 reds up against Cyprian. All right, here. That's what I wanted for a 4 match of green so that we could get Melindor activated. Let's use Cyprian and then these 4 greens here. Let's match the 3 greens up against Cademon. Everybody stay alive, please. Thank you. Let's use Caedmon against Cyprian. And I'm going to hit these dragons here in the middle, I think. Yeah. Let's match these 3 reds, I think. Up top, setting up that cascade of greens in the middle. I'm going to need to heal again soon. But let's first match these 4 blues. Nice cascade of greens. And let's use Caedmon on Cyprian, see if we can kill him before he gets healed up. Man. I need to be careful because I don't want to set off Lizu on the right. Let's match the yellows and reds up the middle. I'm hoping that's going to be enough to kill Cyprian. It was cool. And we've got Goldie's special. Perfect. Let's use that, and then I'm going to match the blues and greens all the way on the right, since Lizu is going to go off anyway. Let's use Melindor to heal. Match the greens. Actually, let's match the purples here first. Now let's match the greens up against Caedmon. Do a little bit of tile jumping here. Let's use Cyprian and let's match the 3 greens over here. That'll give me Caedmon back. How many more turns does he have attack down for? 1 more turn. I'm going to wait a turn then for him. Let's use, let's match these blues with the yellows. That's going to set off Caedmon also, but that's okay. And Caedmon's got the attack down back again for 3 more turns. I think I'm going to use it anyway, though. Let's use the main part of both Grim and Caedmon on Kashrak so we can get rid of the healer. Or hopefully get rid of him over the next couple turns. Let's use Melindor. And do some tile dumping here. Nice cascade with the greens. Don't set off Kashrak. Actually, that might kill him. Perfect. And Lizu's dead. Nice cascading. And it keeps going. Alright, let's use Goldie, Cyprian, Melindor, and Caedmon on Kirill. Get this yellow diamond to give me Goldie's special back. Not quite enough to kill Kirill. And that was, though. Alright. And we are 4 for 4, 1 match left, and we've got a Glass Caedmon tank team. This is a mostly Glass team. They've also got Glass Kirill, Glass Regard, Glass Lizu, and then also Sonya. And this is the Dispelling version, I think, or all enemies are immune to new status buffs for 2 turns. Okay. I am definitely going to take out Cyprian since I've got like all Glass costumes except Sonya. And then I think I'm going to take out my Glass costumes also. Let's take out Grim. I'm going to put in the Toon version of Caedmon. And let's bring in... I have really good red 4-stars. I don't have a great arsenal of other colors, unfortunately. I might keep in Cyprian and then with Tippertus. Yeah, I like bringing the Toons up against Lizu especially. Yeah, let's go into battle with this. This little combination of heroes has been working out good for me. I know Cyprian's counterattack won't work against the specials of the Glass costumes, but it'll work against the regular attacks. And then also when Sonya goes off. Let's match the green diamond here first. And let's set off that green diamond. That'll set at least a couple cascades of the reds and purples up top on the right. And some more stuff. Nice. Caedmon might be dead already, and he is. Alright, let's use Melindor to heal, give me a buff. And let's see if we can get rid of Kill Roll early with... Or do I want to get rid of Lizu, actually? Yeah, let's attack Lizu first. Now, let's match these 3 purples. I'm going to... hit the green dragon, I think. Set off that cascade of yellows on the left. Let's match the 3 yellows up against Lizu. And we've got Goldie. Let's use her. And then I'm going to match... Oh, that extra damage from the passive was enough to kill Lizu. Awesome. All right, let's match the 3 blues here. That way I can match the purples next turn. Don't set off Sonia. Thank you. Let's use Cyprian, and then I'm going to use Tiburus on the left side over here. Let's go to these green tiles. I'm going to hit this yellow dragon. Let's match these 3 yellow tiles over here. We're going to use Goldie and the 3 greens up against Regard. We got to get rid of these healers. Alright, Regard is dead. Tile dump with the blue diamond. Matt sees greens up against Sonia. That might kill her, and it was. Good. Keep on going, cascading. Alright, Kirill's about to go off. I'm going to wait a turn to use him. Let's match these purples so I can get Cyprian back. And you know what? Let's just wait one more turn so I can get my yellows here, and we'll have more buffs on everybody for attacking. And this should be enough to kill Kirill. Awesome. All right, we ended up going 5 for 5 again today, so I am 15-0 on the week. Again, defense has been doing trash, as I showed you earlier. We've got an E rating, and on the leaderboard right now, I'm at 1478, which is kind of where I've been at after I win my 5 battles. 2 days left. Let me know how your 4-star Buff Booster Raid Tournament is going, and that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it or found it helpful, and if you did, hit that like button. Make sure you're sub to my channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.